Good evening, New York City. This is your host with the most, Dale Williams, and you are in the driver's seat. Tonight, on the driver's seat, we bring you an exclusive interview with the mayor of New York City, the Honorable Theresa Jacobson, along with the biggest stories of the day, all with a little bit of laughs, courtesy of yours truly. Let us start with the latest news from the Money Dome, otherwise known as Wall Street. We have great news for those of you who invested in the oil industry, as BP reported an over 10-point scoring streak today, which marks the 10th straight day that BP has gone up 5 or more points. Unfortunately, though, for those of you with stocks in Elon Musk's Tesla stock, went down over 25 points today. This is due to an NCC news story which exposed the unsafe and inhumane working conditions that everyday working Joes have had to suffer through at Tesla assembly plants. And, speaking of points, the New York Knicks defeated the Milwaukee Bucks by over 40 points in last night's game, with the final score being New York 104, Milwaukee 56. This comes due to almost the entire Bucks starting lineup being out with either injuries or cases of the flu, so I guess we will not have to fear the deer anytime soon. We're going to take a break here on 1020 WNKX and NY Choice, but stay tuned for the rest of the show as our interview with Mrs. Mayor is one you will not want to miss. We'll be right back.
Do you love your country? Of course you do. Do you want to serve your country instead of sitting on your ass every day? Obviously. Then do I have an offer for you? The U.S. Army. The U.S. Army is the first line of defense against foreign boogeymen and boogie women, and serves the United States day in and day out. Want to play video games? No, you do not. You want to climb some damn ropes and give me 100. Interested in a relationship and starting a family? Preposterous. You just want to serve Uncle Sam and grovel at the feet of the president. So, what are you waiting for? Really, do I need to come over to your house and teach you a lesson, you dumb son of a...
Here in the Big Apple, the commute can be one of the most stressful periods in every New Yorker's day. But does it have to be? Hi, I'm Bill Barron, and I'm about to tell you about the most important investment you may ever make. Now, you may have heard of my amazingly flexible tape, but now we're making the commute flexible too. Introducing Traffic Be Gone. Traffic Be Gone is one of the biggest improvements to a New York commute since the invention of cars and trains. Using our proprietary technology, which nobody else can offer you, we allow you to use our commute tunnels and go from one point to another in less than 30 seconds. And with over 600 commute tunnels either built or close to completion, almost all of New York City can be traversed without the need of a car or a train. For just $19.99 a month, you can get access to Traffic Be Gone and never experience the long commutes again. To order your Traffic Be Gone subscription today, call 1-800-COMMUTE or visit us at trafficbegone.net. That's 1-800-COMMUTE or trafficbegone.net.
Oh my god. Honey, there's a pack of wild dogs blocking the door. What are we gonna do?
Well, it's just dogs. I mean, look, there's a cute poodle over there looking like it just wants a treat. And over there, it's the dog VTuber asking for bits on Twitch. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh god, they're biting me! Aries, get over here and help me! They're killing me! Seriously, why are you not helping me fend off these dogs? How could I have ever avoided such a painful fate?
Yes, how could this man have ever protected himself against this pack of wild dogs?
In the United States, over 100,000 Americans are attacked by roving packs of wild dogs each year. And for those in fear for their lives, there is only one way to know you will be covered fully. That is Wolfpack Insurance. For over 50 years, we have protected Americans against the deadliest creatures on American soil, wild dogs. And with Wolfpack on your side, recovery is just a walk in the park. So, visit your local Wolfpack insurance agent and get Wolfpack insurance today. Wolfpack Insurance. When you need help, make sure you have got the pack.
And we are once again back here in the driver's seat. Next, we want to bring you a story that, to our knowledge, no other news program nor network would dare bring to you. The American people. We bring you an inside story from the streets of Houston, or more specifically, someone who made it out of those cold, cold streets nearly a year ago, after what we have all come to know as Impact X. With more on this story, we bring you to my main man, Jason Dixon, with more on this incredible tale.
Thank you, Dale. And today, we bring to you what, for all intents and purposes, is a story that not even the government themselves have tried to tell the world. We bring you the story of what really happened on that fateful day. And to our surprise, the days, weeks, and months that came afterwards. Where were you on that fateful day? The day that we all bore witness to the deadly impact of heroic astronaut Charles Prescott's rocket into Houston, bringing down with him what many have since called the first impact. Why do they call it the first impact? Because immediately as we saw on that day the rocket crash into the ground, all broadcasts coming out of the city of Houston, and within hours the entire state of Texas would cease, leaving us all in the dark, and later to mourn the losses of the Lone Star State. But is that the true story? Recently, us here on the driver's seat received a letter from one Mary Hartman, who is, to this day, claiming to be the only known survivor of that day, and from what she told us, the next 6 months of her life. Mary Hartman was born in the city of Houston in 1962, and had never left the city to live elsewhere, and from what we learned, neither would her late husband, Charles Hartman. But unlike Charles Prescott, Mr. Hartman was not given the gift of painless and swift death. Mary Hartman told us that there is a much more dangerous situation which began to play out right in front of their eyes.
Thank you, Jason, and we are back here on NY Choice. My name is Dale Williams, and this is the driver's seat. We're going to shift from our original game plan for this next segment, as our guest has asked us to, and who are we to complain? We get to give all you hard workers out there the words straight out of the proverbial overlord's mouth as we welcome the mayor of New York, the Honorable Theresa Jacobson. Theresa, welcome to the driver's seat, and from the sounds of it, you have something that makes you want to put the pedal to the metal.
That's right, Dale. And before I get to it, I just want to say that I hope little Caitlin makes a full recovery after that incident playing dodgeball the other day. I mean, from what I saw, she took one hell of an impact. And once again, thank you for having me here on the driver's seat, as I'm a big fan of the show and yourself, Dale.
Thank you for the concern, Theresa. And I know that good old Heidi Williams, for those of you who live under a rock, as my wife, has a smile on her face right now hearing that. But enough about me and my kids. Let us get to what you have to say to all your kids, the citizens of the great metropolis we call home. Take it away, Theresa.
I will, Dale. But instead of speaking to you, I want your viewers and listeners in New York and around the country to have a chat with me right here and right now. My fellow New Yorkers, and at large, my fellow Americans, I have never been very good at keeping calm when faced with the dangerous crisis that has or is about to befall our great city, but today, I must inform you of a crisis in which I was just alerted to via a phone call with our Honorable President Wilkerson. Around an hour ago, the President was alerted by NASA and the European Space Agency that at this time, it appears hundreds of meteors have been detected and are on course for our planet.
Hold up, Theresa. Are you kidding me? Hundreds of meteors on course for Earth? Tell me this is some out-of-season April Fool's joke, Madam Mayor.
Sadly, I am not, Dale. These meteors were located less than 25 minutes ago and appeared just a small distance away from our moon. And at this time, it will impact the planet within the next half hour. And according to reports by NASA, some of these meteors range in size from the size of a Tesla Cybertruck to the size of Rhode Island. From what I have heard, that would seem quite accurate. Currently, one point of impact will be New York City. And, as you all know, this is something that will not only impact us, New Yorkers, but will impact all of mankind.
Wait a minute, you're telling me you were just informed of the existence of these meteors, yet they're only half an hour away from impacting Earth? How is that possible? What? Are these damn things moving at the speed of light? My God. Thank you for telling us, but I need to ask a very important question. Not too long ago, we experienced another impact with our planet, but from a spaceship, not a meteor. Do you have any clue about if this could be like the Impact X phenomenon, which took place in Houston almost 2 years ago?
Well, Dale, I can confirm that NASA sees no chance that this is anything like the Impact X phenomenon, which left the entire state of Texas in ruin and rendered it uninhabitable nearly a year ago. All I can say is that the residents of New York and the surrounding areas need to immediately seek shelter deep underground. Currently, under the Houston Act of 2022, I am opening all underground protectorate bunkers to the public and am advising that all citizens hearing this message seek out their sector's protectorate and prepare to embark on a journey with your fellow New Yorkers. At this time, I would like to let everyone know that there is no indication that this meteor will destroy the city or that it will be overly dangerous in the long term. However, a meteor impact or any impacts from objects coming from the great beyond, as all of humanity bore witness to in 2020, can be disastrous. In addition, I have a very important message to all of you. To prevent any harm to you all, we are asking that you listen to the protectorate leaders in your assigned protectorate and prepare for a lengthy stay. At this time, I would like to wish you all good luck and good night.
Alright folks, that was the Mayor Theresa Jacobson on the ongoing phenomena that is about to impact our listening area most likely. During that conversation, us here in the driver's seat went over all the relevant files we have on spatial objects, and we can assume that since these objects are moving at such a high rate of speed, these objects may in fact not be meteors at all, but what a Harvard NASA study labeled runaway planets. These are the most high-speed objects in the known universe, and in said study, were estimated to have a speed of over 30 million miles per hour. While we cannot confirm that these are runaway planets, which have somehow aligned on a direct course for Earth, it is something that we here in the driver's seat believe could explain how these objects have miraculously appeared with no warning or even any prior discovery. We're receiving more news of it at this time, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. This is the driver's seat. We'll be right back.
In a galaxy not so far away, where coffee has become overdone and overrun by mediocrity, one captain is on a journey to make coffee great once again. That captain is me. Hello, and I'm Captain Rilu, and at SBB Coffee & Co., we aim to send your taste buds on an intergalactic journey to the tastiest coffee in the galaxy. Using our patented star beams, we give our passengers a first-class ticket to deliciousness. No longer is coffee dark as the black hole surrounding the coffee industry, but it as bright as a supernova. Come and stop by the SBB Enterprise and its several space stations, and embark on a journey your taste buds will never forget. Or order our patented Starbeam Coffee Mix online today at sbbcoffee.com. That's sbbcoffee.com. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime?
We interrupt regularly scheduled programming at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the United States government. This is a global emergency. Important information will follow. This is an emergency action notification issued at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the United States government. This is not a test. I say again, this is not a test. Approximately 1 hour ago, astronomers from around the globe detected the presence of over 250 spatial objects on a direct approach with our planet. It is currently unknown how these objects evaded detection upon entering our solar system, but the following information can currently be disclosed to the general public. At this time, while all impact points cannot be determined, the following impacts will occur within the next 5 to 10 minutes. In the United States: New York City, New York; Boston, Massachusetts; Milwaukee, Wisconsin; Chicago, Illinois; Jacksonville, Florida; Washington, D.C., along with hundreds of other locations worldwide. At this time, due to the high rate of speed these objects are moving towards the Earth, NASA in conjunction with the European Space Agency have determined that these are in fact runaway planets. Runaway planets are hypothetical planets not bound to any star that have been propelled outward through the space of our Milky Way by an encounter with the galaxy's giant central black hole. Until today, no planet like this has ever been found, but it is estimated that these objects are currently moving at a rate of 30 million miles per hour. Depending on the exact size of the runaway planets and the exact points of impact with our planet, extreme to apocalyptic damage will be dealt to all areas in the immediate area of impact. At this time, while the currently known runaway planets have been determined not to be possible of triggering a Kessler syndrome or extinction scale event, extreme devastation to each impact point is expected. Due to this, and the low likelihood of full evacuations being feasible at this moment, the governor of New York, in conjunction with the president, are asking all citizens to attempt to reach the lowest part of your home or current locale. If you are able to reach one within the next 5 minutes, you may also seek shelter in a designated protectorate bunker in your area. At this time, the runaway planet on course for the New York City area has been identified to be 5 football fields in length and 10 football fields in height. Due to this, it is expected that those who do not seek safe haven immediately within 3 miles of New York City will face certain death, depending on the impact location. At this time, please seek shelter in your current location, or if possible, in the nearest protectorate bunker in your immediate vicinity. Please take a battery-powered radio or television to your place of safe harbor or protectorate bunker, along with any other necessary medicinal products, and at least 14 days' worth of food and bottled water. Following the conclusion of this alert, only news programming will be permitted, per the Houston Accords of 2020, and any cable or broadcast provider whom does not comply will face permanent withdrawal of all broadcasting licenses. This station has been designated as a primary news outlet for the New York City area. Please stay tuned to this station for future emergency notification system alerts pertaining to your local area. This is the emergency notification system serving the New York City area. If you are not in this area, please tune to a broadcasting provider serving your local area. We now return you to live news coverage on the driver's seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching 6:30 p.m., which is time we have been informed that NASA believes one of the meteors will strike the city of New York. At this time, we have a reporter from one of our affiliate stations, and I am being told that we are going to show a report from KNX. Alright folks, we now take you to the Hudson and KNX 26 reporter, Caitlin Osterman.
We interrupt regular programming to bring you this law enforcement warning. This is a local area emergency. Important information will follow. The following message has been approved for immediate transmission by the NYPD Emergency Operations Center and the Mayor's office. Approximately 2 minutes ago, it was confirmed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, as well as the New York City Police Department, that the runaway planet which was expected to impact the New York City area has impacted with the Hudson River. According to eyewitness reports, the impact has not caused the devastation previously expected, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration reports that their orbital detection systems detected an unusual change in speed 2 minutes prior to impact. At this time, however, it is being ordered that all citizens remain in their current shelters until further advised, as it is unknown as to what persistent dangers the runaway planet will continue to pose to the general populace. Please remain indoors until further advised. Any civilians who exit their shelters may be putting themselves in grave danger. Stay tuned for further updates on this evolving situation.